All right, it's a new day. We're rolling. So basically, we're gonna have an arm day today. Y'all already know this. Y'all can see from the thumbnail. Like no shit, we have an arm day today. But I just know this session gonna be pretty bad. But I always say a session would be bad, and when I say it's bad, I don't know why it always end up being like really 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 good. So I have my doubts though, cause I literally went to sleep at like 1 a.m. last night. So don't ask me what I was doing that late up. But I was up till like 1 a.m. last night. So honestly, I doubt this lift even goes, as planned. And we barely was able to eat much yesterday too. So like, if I actually lift an insane amount of weight this session, I don't even know how, bro. There's just no way. I have a 10% chance this lift is going to go well, and I have a 90% chance that this lift will not go well. I'm going to stick with that 90, cause like, come on now. I think I got like a minimum of 6 hours of sleep, and I don't know. We'll find out though. I'll see y'all when I get there. Also, let me know, like, is the videos, like the more live type videos of me talking in between, sets or talking in the intro, are those better than the voiceovers? Because I feel like I was doing the voiceovers like a little too much, and I wanted to start adding something a little different. Because sometimes I genuinely don't be feeling like doing voiceovers, because most of the time I have the most to say when I'm actually, getting ready to get to the gym. Before and after the gym, I have the most to say, because then I'll have, commentary of how the lift was and commentary how I think the lift is going to be. So I feel like I'm gonna start doing more live type videos like this. Y'all know what I mean by live though. I'm never going live though. I can't see myself as a streamer. I just couldn't do it. I don't know. And not just, I don't have to stream to go live, but just going live in general, I just think it would be very awkward. Like, I just could not do it. Anyways, we're gonna have a arm day today. Heavy everything, 0 reps in reserve. Let's go crazy. Ever since I started training, I just had a feeling, like I just knew, like, this is my destiny. Like, this is something that I'm going to pursue. This is something that I'm going to wake up and, be relentless with. I'm going to wake up every day and give it 100% on it. Like, I just love what I do so much, to the point where, it's not just like an average, me going to the gym just to stay in shape. Like, I genuinely need this. I need training. Like, I need what I do in order to be happy, in order to feel like I'm enough, in order to feel like I'm the person I want to be. So, like, for real, like, this is something that really changed my life. Like, training and motivating others, that's literally what I love to do. I love training every single day. I love making these videos for y'all. And there's a lot of people out there that think I don't notice y'all, but I notice every one of y'all, right? Like, I appreciate every single body that watches the videos, everybody that, tunes in, everybody that likes the videos, everybody that watches. It doesn't matter what, you could just watch the video, you're not even liking it, you're not sharing it, it doesn't matter. If you're a viewer, I love you, right? I love, every single one of you that watch the videos. And I love every single body that's, doing the same thing I'm doing. Because I feel like my mindset, it's a lot of people out there that go to the gym that, train right, that train regularly, that train hard, that don't train hard, even the people that do train hard. I feel like every single body have their own mindsets, right? Everybody could get in the gym and train hard, but at the end of the day, like, every single human being has a different mindset, right? When they're in the gym, there's some people that genuinely take this stuff like extremely seriously, like it's life or death. When the gym is really not that serious. Like, the gym is not life or death. Training should be fun. This goes for like any sport, like basketball, wrestling, football, soccer, whatever sport that you may play. lifting weights, whatever it may be, any goal, anything that you pursue, it's not life or death. Because if it was life or death, it wouldn't be fun, right? It wouldn't be something that you look forward to doing every day. But it is also something that, you enjoy to do, and takes, hard work and discipline. Even though you like it, there's going to be some days where you don't feel like doing it, right? There's going to be some days where you don't feel like going. There's going to be some days where you do feel like going. And those are days that you perform the best at. But you should also perform your best on days where you don't feel like going as well, right? But yeah, my whole message before I actually just get to the raw footage of the lift is, everybody have different minds. Just everybody, that's in the gym, have different mindsets. We're all human beings, right? We all have different minds. We all have different things that's going through our head. So, if there's people out there that have different mindsets than you do, and your mindset is completely different than theirs, then that's what really makes you different from everybody else that's in the gym. Your work ethic, the way you train, the way you think, the way, your mindset is. I feel like mindset is really, not only does, training with intensity make you different, but your mindset also is what 100% make you different than everybody else. Because everybody has different mindsets, right? But there will always be a person out there, that small 1% of people out there that had the exact same mindset that you do, but you just don't know them yet, which is perfectly fine, because it's not like everybody else, right? Those type of people are rare, and those are the type of people you want to train with. Those are the type of people you want to work out with. If you don't have a person that doesn't have the same exact mindset as you, that doesn't want it as bad as you, you should, train alone. I recommend training alone in general for anybody though. Like me, whenever I train, the only time I train with people is if they, ask to train with me, right? And most of the time I be hesitant because they be lazy, they be late, they will bring up the gym and then have an excuse why they can't come, and they will mess up my schedule. So instead of training in the morning, I have to train later on. They can't wake up on time. They say, okay, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 6 in the morning and train with you. All right, bro, right? They will tell me that, right? And I'll be like, okay, will do. I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning, prepare, hydrate, etc. When 6 a.m. start, I get my way on that gym, right? And then I will get there, and guess who's not there? Them, right? So like, honestly, I just hate, training with other people. Like, they're just annoying. It's just very annoying to me. Like scrolling in between sets, on your phone while we're working out. Like, man, I don't need music in order to get hyped up. Like, see, side conversations, telling jokes, all that stuff like that. Like, I genuinely hate that type of stuff when I train. Like, I like quiet. I feel like this is my alone time. This is a place where I need to be alone at. So like, honestly, I don't even think I'm ever going to train with people again after, those experiences I had with people training with me. Like Calvin. Calvin's not bad. I mean, he trains hard, not bad. But like everybody else is like, wow, they're so annoying. Like, I can't train with them again. Even with Calvin, like when I train with Calvin, his work ethic is there, right? But at the same time, it's like he's late. He doesn't want to train on time. He can't train in the morning. He rather train like at like 12 p.m. Like, I hate that so much. Like, why would I wait till 12 p.m. to go train when I could literally train as soon as, the birds are chirping, right? Like, as soon as the crickets are making noise, as soon as as soon as I wake up. So like, it's just a waste of time in my opinion. I'd rather just train alone, which I'm going to continue doing. The only person you'll ever see me ever training again with is Calvin. Other than that, if someone bring up, training with me, I'm just going to decline, because they're not going to take it seriously. And if you're not taking it seriously, then, I'm not going to want to train with you, honestly, because I take this seriously. And if you don't, then what's the point of me even training with you regardless? All right, well, enough is enough. Let's do abs, and then we'll do forearms, and then we'll get out of here. Then we'll be done. One thing that I really hate the most is doing abs and forearms. And the reason why is because it's so boring. Like, yes, I could progressive overload and get stronger with it, right? Yes, I could go heavy doing it, but it's just such a boring muscle to train, right? I only do one exercise for abs, right? Because that's all that's needed. You only need one set, not one set, you only need two sets. Honestly, one set is good, but I recommend and prefer two sets, two hard sets in that 3 to 5 rep range with a really heavy weight, going like an ab crunch machine. Rep it out for like 3 to 5 reps for 2 sets. That's gonna get your abs on fire. I'm trying to tell you. Heavy ab crunch machine for 2 sets, peak. Everything went just perfectly. It was a good lift. Honestly, I never understood why when I barely get sleep and like I don't do enough to prepare for the next day to lift, I always end up getting like stronger, and it just ends up being a better lift. I never understood that, like, but when I'm prepared and I'm hydrated enough, I'm, etc., right? If I just, miss out on one thing, like I just forget to eat at least this before the gym, the whole lift is over.